official now because we talking about Kanye and
Of
shit.
course.
Man, I don't even know because this nigga doing White Lives Matter shit now, and all this now we talking about this shit.
Man. Hey, you came up with it.
Hey, I didn't know you was gonna wear them White Lives Matter shirts and shit.
No white lives
You know
matter
this
for
is
me.
the time of
All
year
lives
he
matter,
becomes an Uncle
no matter
Ruckus
what
and
color
shit.
it is.
You know this is the time of year he becomes an Uncle Ruckus.
All lives matter. It's just that our people are the ones getting gunned down by the cops. It ain't the white people.
Yeah, this was the surprise collab album, yo.
Yeah. Mike was good.
Oh, Mike dropped another donation too. Bro, where the fuck is my Watch the Throne album? Hold up. Y'all niggas gotta fight me now. Oh, hold up. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it.
XDN said he just reviewed this album on his channel. Are you taking our ideas, bro? It's a lot of people envy what we do and they try to bite at what we do, but they can never
He,
duplicate what we do.
he couldn't have, cause I never revealed this shit to the public.
He said he just reviewed it on his channel.
That's nice. We're reviewing it now, so.
A week ago, you said. It was all good just a week ago.
This Saturday, I'm about to go CD shopping. I might show some early pickups, probably Sunday.
Early pickers. I'm getting one in the mail tomorrow, Reg.
Ooh.
I'm still waiting on the other joint. It ain't come yet.
I'm gonna check on the date, but I know it's coming mid-October. I'm gonna check on the date again.
Is it overseas or what?
Yeah.
Oh, it's imported. That's why.
Yeah, man.
Damn. He gave it a 3.5. I think it's higher than that, bro. At least for me.
It's higher than that, but it's not a
It's
5.
way higher than that. 3.5. I'm giving that shit to like, what am I giving that to? I'm trying to think of an album I would give 3.5 to.
Eminem and Royce the 5'9", Bad Meets Evil.
Nah, that was trash. That's not even a one mic for me.
Damn.
3.5. I'm giving that to like maybe Relapse or something like that. But
yeah.
Not Watch the Throne to me was better. Well, what didn't you like about the album? Because I think they were perfect together.
Have you ever met a girl
And
that
you know how Jay-Z do when it comes to collab albums.
do.
I love Otis. Definitely one of my favorites.
That's like a perfect hip hop track.
Let Me See What was trash, and I already know your type of taste, Q. So if you think that album was fire, then I know you ain't got no taste. Yo, we gotta invite this dude on.
Who?
XDN reacts. He got a distaste for it.
I'm not gonna lie, there's a couple of weak tracks on this album too, but we'll talk about that.
This is one of Jay-Z's best fucking albums during the 2010s. Because other than American Gangster, I didn't like nothing else he dropped. Magna Carta was garbage. Blueprint 3 was garbage. 444 is overrated.
Hey.
I think Watch the Throne and American Gangster were like the best two albums he ever dropped in the 2010s. And anything after Black Album, with the exception of those two albums to me, was not good.
American Gangster came out 07.
Yeah, I said it, with the exception of American Gangster and Watch the Throne, I didn't like none of his other albums after that.
Oh,
Kingdom Come was mediocre. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't have a good run in the 2000s, and neither did Nas, ironically.
Nas a week in 2 weeks. Yeah, we about to have some heated Nas reviews and shit.
He said the album was weak, soulless. Jay Z, nah, man. I think Jay Z destroyed a lot of these tracks on here.
That I
Like
agree.
ball for ball, he was in his prime on here.
What time is it?
12 o'clock on the dot. Watching The Exorcist.
I'm about to start about 5 minutes.
Yeah, he was still in his prime. But Jay Z ain't never been out of his prime. He's always in his prime, ball for ball. He ain't never lost that. I'm just saying, album wise, I think he had a lot of like shitty projects in the 2000s. You know what I'm saying? Like Black Album to me was like his last classic. Blueprint 2 I did not like. That was a trashy double album. Blueprint 3 did not like that. I like the singles. He picked the right singles, but the album overall was terrible. Magna Carta was terrible. You know what I'm saying? American Gangster was good. That could have been a volume 4 if he named it that. That was solid. And I like this album. I think everything else after that was hot garbage. You know what I'm saying? And I love Jay, but Jay got some bad albums. So you think Blueprint 2 was dope and Blueprint 3 was bad? I think both of them were bad.
This is gonna be an interesting review.
Yeah. Now I'm saying he was in his prime lyrically still. He's always been in his prime lyrically. I'm talking about album wise, those albums wasn't good. Like the production was bad, the songs were not good. You can still be in your prime lyrically and have shitty albums. You know what I'm saying? Look at LL. LL's has been in his prime lyrically, he just have shitty albums in the 2000s. You know, Nas had some shitty albums too in the 2000s, but he's always been in his prime lyrically. I don't know, man. People love American Gangster. I think American Gangster was a solid album. You know, but I do feel like Black Album is his last classic album. Though I don't feel like he has anything of classic material since the Black Album. You know, and I was on the Rockefeller Street team at this time. Like the shit we were promoting for him it just wasn't good. You know,
Hmm.
he said Eminem fell off after patiently waiting. I don't like Encore. I think Encore was the beginning, but I do love Relapse and Recovery. I think those are like his last two good albums. Even him, like the shit that he dropping now was garbage. I can't listen to Eminem.
I
Not
like
the
I like
new
I like the music to murder by that shit.
shit.
The
I
first
didn't
the
like that.
first I
I
like
can't listen to Eminem. Well, like give me Slim Shady, like Slim Shady LP, Marshall Mathers, Eminem Show. I heard somebody say that Eminem Show wasn't a classic. Somebody said that shit today. I'm
this
like,
is
bro,
wasn't.
Eminem Show was a great album. You know what I'm saying? Encore was bad. Like out of the 20 songs, like we discussed that album a couple years ago. Out of like those 20 songs, there might have been like 8 or 9 songs I actually liked from that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that Eminem fell off too. and I'm a huge Eminem fan. He's top 5 all time to me. But his music now is trash.
Straight garbage.
Straight garbage.
All right, let me get myself comfortable.
He needs to get back on the drugs. I say that about Mary J. Mary J need to get back on drugs.
I need to lead
She
my.
she ain't she ain't drop a classic album in how long?
I
She
need to lead.
needed. I mean, you know what I'm saying. I don't want her to kill herself, but I would. It'd be nice if she start drinking again or something. Give me another. Give me another classic album like My Life or What's the 401. Yeah, it's just like she taking more sexy pics and actually dropping like good music. You know what I mean? And Good Morning Gorgeous was good. It was decent, but it ain't no classic.
Okay, found it.
Ronnie said, "Give me Outsiders." Eminem was never even on the Outsiders album. They didn't stay. They didn't stay around long enough for him to do anything with them like that. He said he can't find his watch the phone notes. Well, you gave it a 3.5, so
Let me make a quick phone call. Then I'm about to start.
Kanye was. I think the album was tailor made more for Kanye, but Jay just being a dope lyricist as a dope lyricist, I think you can adapt to any beat. Black Thought does it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Voice the 5'9", he does it all the time. Q, if I told you, it wouldn't matter because I'm pretty sure you haven't heard none of Kanye West albums. I love Kanye shit. Even the shit after Dark Twisted, like Jesus to me was a great album, and people shit on that album. And he already proved that he could go multi-platinum with an album that wasn't even a rap album like that. Kids See Ghosts. That was a dope album. I enjoyed it.
I'm ready to start whenever you are.
Let's go.
What's up, YouTube? How's everyone doing this lovely Thursday morning? Just your boy Reg in the building. I got my homeboy Try with me.
I am not Try Bro today. I am Yeezus. I am Yeezus 2.0. I am Yeezus Burrow.
Yeah, man. And today we want to talk about Kanye West and Jay-Z's only collab album, Watch the Throne.
I never
This
got
came
that.
out.
I gotta get the deluxe edition.
This came out in 2011, August 8th to be exact. It dropped singles H.A.M, Otis, Lift Off, Niggas in Paris, Why I Love You, Gotta Have It, and No Church in a While. Producers include Kanye West, 88 Keys, Hit Boy, Pete Rock, Jeff Basker, Mike Dean, Neptunes, Q-Tip, RZA, Sack Faze, Swiss Beats, S1, Southside, and Lex Luger. Guest appearances include Frank Ocean, The Dream, Beyonce, Otis Redding, which obviously is a sample, Mr. Hudson, and Curtis Mayfield. All right,
Curtis Mayfield got a credit too, and he's dead.
it's a sample.
Of course.
It's a sample, but
What else could it be?
yeah, man. So at this point, y'all should know who Kanye and Jay-Z are and stuff like that. I'm trying to open up this fucking CD, but motherfucker still sealed up. Yeah, and
Are we
you
doing
guys know.
was that an unboxing? You just opening it up?
No, 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 no. it's not like sealed up, but it's like because I bought this like months ago,
Uh-huh.
and the motherfuckers like kind of like put tape on the edges and stuff like that too. Just
I
to
hate
look
when they do that.
right. Well, okay, yeah, that's smart. I'm gonna put tape literally on the place I have to open up the CD. Okay,
Right.
stupid people. But yeah, man. When it comes to this album it has like a backstory towards and stuff like that too, of course. So around this time, this album was originally supposed to have been. It was originally supposed to have been like an EP, and the EP was originally supposed to have had like 5 songs and stuff like that too. And that's when like it was supposed to be like songs like Monster. That was supposed to have been on the
Ooh,
EP,
I love that.
and of course the song "Ham." That was like the first single of
That was a teaser. That was a teaser joint.
yeah, I know. And I remember when that joint came out. Not a lot of
Yeah.
people like that joint.
I actually I thought it was different and like him and Jay on it. I'm like, oh, this is different. This is a different hearing Jay on that beat. I mean, but I thought it was dope.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty dope album and stuff like that too. I'm not gonna hold you. I didn't care for the beat. I didn't care for that beat and stuff like that. I felt like that beat. I don't know. I just felt like that beat could have
Not
been a bit
Kimbo.
better
Right.
and shit. But yeah, man. So they ended up working on this album. Crafting it. And mind you, this is around the time when Kanye dropped "It's a Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy," which that was
Classic.
if you say so. Yeah, if
Hold
you
on,
say so.
you don't think Dark Twisted is a classic?
It's an arguable classic.
I thought you gave it 5 mics when we reviewed it.
No, I know I did
No?
not give it 5 mics.
Oh
I think I
wow.
gave it like a 4 or something. I don't
I
know.
love that album.
Uh, well, it's in one of those albums I kind of feel it's a bit overhyped. Let's just be real.
Okay.
But we'll talk about that whenever I get the album. But yeah, man. Where was I? So yeah, this album came out, and then the single Otis. That was the first single that came out, and everybody lost their minds when that song dropped and stuff like that. Like literally, the nah nah nah, like that sample, the video, and shit like that. And so
Fire.
yeah, man, this album came out and everything. It got like a lot of accolades. It was nominated for best rap album in 2012. But let's see who it lost to. Let's see.
Who was fucking with this?
Oh, it lost to My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Oh, yeah.
Right. Kanye against himself.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Wow.
But it did win the BET Hip Hop Awards for CD of the Year. Billboard Awards nominated for Top Rap Album. We got like a lot of accolades and shit like that too. Niggas in Paris won Best Rap Performance and Best Rap Song. No Church in the Wild, of course, won Best Rap Song Collaboration. So yeah, man, this album definitely was a game changer. Well, a lot of people now say it's a classic. It was groundbreaking. I would not say it's a game changer, but when I think of this album, I do think it was pretty much the apex of Kanye West's creativity. Because I felt like, as crazy as it seems, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy and this album probably has some of his best rapping and shit.
I don't know, man. I
Yeah,
like a lot
I,
of the
I
stuff he
feel
said
like
on
it has some of his best
College
rapping.
Dropout. You didn't like nothing he said on College Dropout, or
No, no, it's key. I mean, I liked what you said on College. When I mean by rapping, I mean skill wise, how he
right?
steps as far as with like the word. Even though we know he has ghostwriters, I know that, but how he delivered that
But
shit.
who writes for Kanye?
Rhymefest.
He's still writing for Kanye.
I mean, not anymore and shit like that, but like Kanye has some ghost. He has ghostwriters and shit. Like hell,
So
I
he's
won't be
never
surprised if
written his
Jay.
own stuff.
I won't be surprised if Jay wrote a few shit for Kanye. I won't be
So he's
surprised.
never written his own stuff.
No.
I think he has.
Well, okay. I take that back. I think he wrote through the wire. I think he did write through the wire. I think, but most of this shit, yeah, like XDN says, Rhymefest, Consequence, most definitely Consequence,
Mm.
Sci High, Pusha T, add Kid Cudi to that list too.
Kid Cudi wrote for him, and he can't drop a good verse his damn self.
If I'm not mistaken, Kid Cudi did some writing for 808s, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow, that's a shocker because I've never heard I might have heard like one great verse from Kid Cudi, but that was like on his first album. But he hasn't said shit since then.
I actually like the second Kid Cudi album, but
Yes, I
that's
like
as
it
far as
too. But in terms of songs, I like his songs. But lyrically, I don't think he ever says anything noteworthy. You know, Pharrell wrote for
true.
Kanye too.
Now that I didn't know. I didn't know about.
I
Well,
didn't know that.
I won't be
I
surprised
know
because
they're great
they'll
friends.
both. Yeah, I won't be surprised though.
Wow.
But yeah, man. So this is the album cover right here. I fucking love this album cover, the gold layout and everything like that. You know what I'm saying. It's crazy too because sometimes they will refer to the duo as like the throne and
Right.
stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So, um, I forgot the meaning. So Jay-Z, he pretty much talked about the meaning behind the album title. He says like the many meanings by the throne is like protecting the music and the culture, and pretty much how hip hop is like the most popular music genre of this day and age. Because everyone used to be like into rock and pop, but then hip hop. If you look at everything now, they need every album now pretty much needs to have like a hip hop marketing and shit
Right.
like that too, if that makes sense. So
Even artists like you had Taylor Swift who was incorporating hip hop in her albums, and Bon Iver who was incorporating hip hop in their albums.
yes,
You know.
and Bon Iver, that's he was working with Kanye. That's
Yeah.
when he started doing the hip
Yeah.
hop
For
and
the
shit.
was it the 22 to a Million album? That album is fire.
Yeah, and imagine he was also on Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy too.
Yep. Yep.
But yeah, man. Like I said, we're gonna do the deluxe version because I believe that's the version that I have
Okay.
and whatnot.
Yeah. If the Joy is on there, that's like 16 tracks.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Let me double check. Let me double check. But regardless, I was still gonna do the deluxe version anyway. Oh, actually, no, I have the OG copy. Wow.
Okay.
But yeah, we're still gonna do the deluxe version because that's the one everyone's most familiar with and stuff like that. And
It's still,
I can
yeah.
give my full thoughts on the the last couple of tracks and stuff like that. My observation, but
Right.
yeah, man, 16 tracks. Let's get this shit started. Track number one, "No Church in the Wild," featuring Frank Ocean and The Dream. What a banging ass song! When I first heard this track in this album, I just knew I was into something experimental. Like I never heard a sound like this. You know what I'm saying? Like this song reminds me of you driving in the street, and let's just say it's like late at night. Well, not late at night, but like 8:30, 9 o'clock. You out trying to party.
Right.
Everyone's like outside and shit like that. You see the whole city landscape. Like I
Right.
just love that fucking beat. Mistaken. Oh, okay. I always thought Swizz did this beat, but it was actually
Nah.
Omas Keith, Mike Dean, 88 Keys, and Kanye West. They all did some work on this. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I always thought the Swizz did this shit, but yeah, man.
He
I,
wasn't in vintage mode at this point, so you
yeah,
know what I mean.
I hear what you're saying and shit. Yeah. So yeah, when it comes to this track right here, it was pretty much just talking about like a lot of the shit about religion, and just how and just pretty much how do I put it? Just about how organized religion and stuff like that, and just be careful what you really believe in. Pretty much, you know what
Right.
I'm saying. So I definitely felt like Um, Kanye definitely had the best verse, and this is probably gonna be one of the few times I would say this on this album and shit
Interesting.
too.
He actually giving Kanye props or something.
This is gonna be a very interesting review. That's all
I
I'm gonna
see.
say. Because for years I've always wanted to talk about this album, but I
Wow.
recently got this
You know,
album.
but like it.
No, 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 no. I just wanted to get the album first
Right.
before I discuss my thoughts and stuff like that too. And I've always kept my views on this album kind of limited. Even in the Kanye West documentary, I mean breakdown we did, I kind of kept it a bit limited and shit too. So yeah, man, I like the line where he says, "Who was rubbing the wood like Kiki Shepard? Two tattoos, One read no apologies. The other said love is cursed by can't talk monogamy. That's something like the pastor don't preach. That's something that a teacher can't teach and stuff like that. I love that fucking line and stuff like that too. So yeah, fire, fire, fire joint.
Definitely. Just the way that it started off. They started off the album with Franco. I love Frank Ocean. I need more new music from Frank Ocean. Please, Frank, you gotta drop a new album. It's time. You haven't gotten
Man, I
shit
gave
from
up.
Bond. You know what I'm saying? Like it's way overdue for Frank Ocean. So just the way that it started off with Frank on the chorus, I loved it. The beat, you got Ye, doing this auto tune shit on the track, and it had like a sparse beat. It had like almost like a techno vibe to it, nightclub vibe to it, and you got Ye saying coke on her black skin made it stripe like a zebra. They call that jungle fever. You will not control the threesome. Just roll the weed up until I get me some. Loved it, man. I think this was a big hit from this album, and both Jay and Kanye came correct on it.
Most definitely. Now we're going to go from one of the best songs on the album to one of the worst songs of the album.
Yes,
Lift Off,
that I agree with.
Beyonce.
That I agree with.
Oh my fucking. I like Beyonce,
Yeah,
but you guys, I've said this many times before. Jay and Beyonce, it's a needle in a haystack whenever they can make something like literally amazing. Like, okay, Crazy in Love upgrades you.
right.
Deja Vu, especially Deja Vu,
Hmm.
all classics. But I don't know what happened when they did Kingdom Come. I don't know. It's like after Kingdom Come,
Yeah,
they were doing like a lot of questionable shit. Like Drunken Love is an acquired taste
right,
and stuff like that too. I'm gonna say most of my thoughts when we do the Everything Is Love album.
right.
But this song, oh, Hollywood,
Oh
trash.
God.
Um,
Oh God. That might be the worst song on Kingdom Come.
oh, they
Holy,
were
that's
worse, but
bad.
I didn't care for the Usher track. I'm sorry either.
That Usher track, I like the beat, but that's not the. Well, Jay Z he ain't worked with Usher a lot though. Surprisingly,
Yeah, he didn't. That's true.
you know.
But yeah, but a little trivia though. Bruno Mars was originally also supposed to have been on this track because, well,
Really.
he was rumored he co-wrote the track too. You know what I'm saying? Mine just before, 24 came mad, just when he was still, nothing on you, Bruno Mars and
Thank
shit.
God he didn't get on the track. Thank God, because he. I don't think Bruno could have saved this track. I just think the track was garbage. And I usually like the Beyonce Jay-Z collabs, Crazy in Love, Deja Vu, Drunk in Love, but they're not like this. I don't think we needed Beyonce on here. It just wasn't
We're gonna take it to the
necessary.
moon, take it to the stars.
It wasn't necessary. It was bad. Did not like it. This definitely was a whack. This definitely a skip for me.
It's a no for me, dog.
XDN said Bonnie and Clyde was fire. I totally disagree. I don't think nobody could kill that track like Pac. Like
I
for him to just
disagree.
blatantly rip that off from Pac. Nah,
I
Pac
dis.
would kill that the first time. Huh?
Pac
You
didn't even
like it?
like his ass.
Huh?
Pac didn't even like his ass.
Exactly. So why are you
You said what?
sampling Pac and he hated your guts? That make no sense to me. That's like KD joining the Warriors after the Warriors bust your ass. Like, why are you doing that? You know what I'm saying? I didn't get it. I'm like, no, Tupac killed that track. Like nobody should sample that shit.
Right. Now we're gonna go from one of the worst tracks to a track. I'm sorry. I liked it when it first came out, but I'm kind of burnt out from this one. But niggas in Paris. Ding ding,
Oh.
ding ding, ding ding, ding ding, ding ding, ding ding. I'm damn. That song was everywhere. It even got white people saying the N word after a while and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I didn't forget. I remember when some of these white motherfuckers were saying that shit. But I'm not gonna lie. It's a catchy song. but they overplayed the fuck out of this. I think I remember I reading one time they performed this song in Paris like 50 times straight or whatever.
Yeah. That happened.
That's, that's crazy as fuck.
I would have left after 50 times. No.
Hell no. And then it won Best Rap Performance and Best Rap Song in the 55th Annual Grammy Awards too. Again, I feel like this song and the next song was probably some of the most covered tracks or some of the most freestyle tracks, as I should say, in hip hop history.
Right. I like it. They did play too much though, but I think it was a dope track, and I like the beat, and Jay and Kanye had like a trap beat feel to it, and 808s, and it was dope. Um, XDN said, "Shug, I don't care if Pac came out of the grave and told Jay to do that. I just don't think you should have touched that beat."
Wait, what do you say?
You said
Oh,
Shug met Jay in
Suge
'01,
met, Suge met everybody. What that got to prove and shit? Like
right?
Suge met Ja Rule. He gave Ja Rule the Pain song.
And they definitely wasn't Death Row. Murder Inc. was not Death Row.
Unpopular opinion, and this is gonna be one of the most very controversial opinions. Give me Ja Rule So Much Pain over Jay-Z's Bonnie and Clyde. Yeah,
Yes,
I said it.
I didn't like that. I didn't like that rendition either. But
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? Like Murder Inc. didn't have the talent like Death Row. So for them trying to be like Death Row, I didn't understand that.
I thought they were trying to be like Bad Boy.
They were trying to be like
They
Death
didn't
Row.
have no
They
image.
didn't have the talent. They didn't have the roster like Death Row did.
They didn't have no image. They were trying to be like everybody. It's like at first they were trying to be like Rough Riders, then fucking Death Row, then Bad Boy.
Right. And the fact that if that was the case, and Jay-Z took Shug's advice, why? Why would you ever want to do over a Shug beat, like a Tupac beat? Like, it didn't make sense to me.
It didn't. Anyway, yeah. All right. Now a perfect track, Otis, featuring one of the greatest old singers ever, Otis Redding. Shout out to BJ, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Um, classic. I don't give a fuck. This is a hip hop classic. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? This song is a hip hop classic. I don't give a fuck how many times this song gets played. This is one of those few songs. If it gets played 4 times straight, I would still bump this. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
beat, the swagger, the wordplay. I mean, it's just one of those songs that and the sample. I
Yes.
mean, come on, try a little tenderness sample. Oh, come the fuck on and stuff. And that nah. Like I heard Blueprint, I heard College Dropout, I heard Late Registration, I heard Vintage Rockefeller with this fucking track. You know what I'm saying? One of Kanye's probably top 5 Kanye beats. Jay-Z set it off straight. I invented swag, popping bottles, putting supermodels in the cab. Proof. I guess I got my swagger back. Like,
Yeah.
set it off fucking straight, man. Like,
Yes.
this is just one of those classic joints on this album. A, a, a close runner up to my favorite track. That's all I'm gonna say.
This is a big stadium anthem right here. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
the soulful Otis Redding sample, and the beat, the pianos, the mic chemistry between Jay and Ye. Like, I remember when they first did this at the VMAs that year. Oh man, and they didn't tell
Oh,
nobody. You remember when, like, it was like
yes,
right after the commercial break, and they came back,
yes.
and then you
I
heard
remember that
that the
shit.
Otis sample. I was like, yo, that shit was fire. That's one of the best
Wasn't
performances
that
on
the
the
same
VMAs.
VMAs? Wasn't that the same VMAs that Beyonce revealed that she was pregnant too?
Yep, I believe that was the same one. Yeah, you
Oh
know what I'm
wow,
saying,
okay.
and yeah, that shit
Oh,
was fire.
little trivia about this track
Yeah.
too. So when Funkmaster Flex played this on his show, the song was literally like 2 minutes, but it took him a whole hour to play the whole song because he kept pausing it and we're playing it,
Wow.
pausing it and we're playing it, pausing it and
What?
we're playing it.
Wow.
Yeah, true story, true
That's
fucking
crazy.
story. And like I said, this song was nominated for best rap song in the Grammys. Who won this? Hold up.
They lost.
Yes, let me see who they
Well, if it
lost to.
wasn't to Kanye, if it wasn't to
Ka-
himself, who
Kanye,
was
all
beating
of
it?
the lights.
Oh, come on.
I like that.
That
Come
Kanye
on.
beat himself?
Hell no.
Wow.
I'm so I like that song, but that's not Grammy worthy. Come on now.
Nah, not over this.
Not over this.
This is a better song. That's
Otis or
crazy.
Eric Sermon music. Honestly, reacts. I'm gonna go with Eric Sermon music though. I can't go wrong with that track. You know, that's the perfect sample too. What about
Yo,
you, Try?
Jay killed this beat, man. When you hear him say photo shoot fresh, looking like wealth, I'm
Mm,
about to call a
mm.
paparazzi on myself. Live from the
Oh,
Mercer, run up on Yeezy the wrong way, I might murk you. Fleeting G450, I might surface. Political refugee asylum can be purchased.
woo!
Come on, man. That's the vintage Jay that I love right there. He never lost a step ball
Where
wise.
was this day at Blueprint 3 though?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was explaining to the dude. I'm like, yo, bars, he always had the bars. But albums is a different story. But bars, he never fell off with his bars. He's always been, even now, people still talking about that God did reverse. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? That's how iconic Jay is at this point because he don't have to drop an album at all and just do one feature and people will talk about it for months. You know what I'm saying?
A little tribute.
And then
Yeah.
Ye says, "I get it custom. You a customer. You ain't accustomed to going through customs. You ain't been knowing how." Kanye killed it too, man. This was a great record. It's a classic record. I think it sums up the whole collab album with Jay and Ye, and this was great.
Right. Next track, gotta have it. Of course, the Neptunes will produce this trash. Of course, of course, the Neptunes will produce
Lord,
this
this
fucking
ain't no
trash and
cafeteria
like that.
beats. It ain't
What you
cafeteria beats.
need? What you need?
Oh my god!
Right here. I didn't like this beat. I didn't like this song. I'm sorry.
Wow. I
Y'all went
like
from
I
one of
like
the best,
I like the
one
beat.
of the
I
best to
think
this shit, man.
it had like a Middle Eastern sample, and I like the beat. You know, Ye saying, "Sorry, I'm in pajamas, but I just got off the PJ. And last party we had, they shut down Private." I liked it, man. I think it was dope.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'd rather hear cafeteria beats over this.
Oh Lord, you just don't like
Sorry,
the
Eric.
Neptunes.
No. I like Neptunes. I'm just not a bigger fan. Give me 96 to 2000, maybe, Give me that Neptunes and shit,
So you like them up until like what? Khalees album?
Mm, you can say that, yeah. Yeah.
So you didn't like any RD. You didn't care for the clip shit.
Hell no. I didn't care for any RD.
Wow, you crazy.
I mean, I've been told I was crazy since I was 5 years old, so that
Yes,
doesn't take
yes,
me
you're
one bit.
certified crazy. I think
Yeah.
so.
I don't give a fuck, really.
What about the Dynasty album? They were on that.
I love Dynasty,
You like Dynasty
but
album?
but I didn't care for I Just Want to Love You.
Oh my god, you just don't like the Neptunes.
What is this? What is this? I don't just because I don't like a couple of things. I don't like the Neptunes and shit.
Bro, the Neptunes is still killing it right now. A lot of beat makers that were out that time is gone. Where's Teddy Riley at? When the last time he had a hit? The
Shit,
track masters, where they at?
Teddy Riley can even do a fucking live and fucking verses and shit. Shit.
Yo, that's crazy.
But yeah, man. Hey, man, you guys come to my channel. Y'all want to get the truth and authenticity. I'm not no ass kisser and shit. Shit. All right. By the way, the song's pretty much just about black on black crime and stuff like that. It had like a black. I like what they were saying on the track. I just didn't like the beat, so
Right.
I just don't want to throw that out there.
Okay.
Now, this song New Day.
Yeah.
I'm always amazed at a RZA beat that was pretty
Right.
much good after 2001.
Right. Now that's
And
somebody that fell the fuck off.
yeah, I mean, okay. '93 to '01 RZA was a different RZA than what we have now. That's all I gotta say.
Definitely.
But I can't help to say this is more. It has more a Kanye influence than RZA. I don't know what it is. I don't know. But back to the, I
Kanye
love
cool.
this. He did him and Mike Dean and RZA.
Mm-hmm.
I love this fucking track right here and stuff like this. Actually, probably my second favorite track off this album. It's pretty much just them talking about, what they would do when they would have kids and
Right.
stuff like that too. Love the Nina Simone sample. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much like again, I felt like Kanye's the first verse he did, probably
Mm-hmm.
to this day, maybe my favorite Kanye verse and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he said, I never let my son have an ego. He'll be nice to everyone wherever we go. I mean, I might even make him be Republican so everybody know we love white people. And this is a very
Mm-hmm.
interesting verse right here because I feel like a lot of this shit right here.
Foretold.
Yeah, the
Yep.
Republican
Yep.
strip club, aka Kardashian.
Yep.
I mean, this was a very interesting verse and shit like that too. You have to rewind it. This is a verse
Yeah.
maybe Funk Flex should have rewinded a couple of times and shit,
Right.
But hey,
Right. For real.
interesting. Yeah.
I think Kanye had the best verse on here. Just that best first verse, and him talking about at this time he had Saint first, right, and then Chicago.
You said what?
Like as far as his sons, it was Saint the first one, and then Chicago, or was it Chicago first?
As for sons,
Yeah,
Kanye
I
has a
think it
son.
was
I thought you
Saint.
just said.
I think Saint was born first, right, and then Chicago.
I don't even know. But I thought his first. I thought it was
Cause
Northwest. I thought that
he
was his
have
first.
two sons, and he have two sons and two girls, right? It's Northwest, it's Saint Chicago. Forgot the other one.
Oh, you talking about the sons with Kardashian?
Yeah,
Okay. I don't keep up with that.
I
I don't
think
keep up with
Saint
the
was it.
Kardashian.
So at this point, I think he was referring to Saint, like because he was like the first son or whatever.
But wait, I thought he got with the Kardashians way after this album. Wait,
Nah, I think he
because this
was
album
with
came out
Kim at this point.
2011.
I think he was with Kim at this point.
I could have sworn. Like I said, I don't keep up with that wretched
Right.
tree of a family and shit. So I don't. I don't know, man. It just be. I don't know. I just want to talk hip hop. I don't want to bring up the names and shit. But I
Yeah.
hear what you're saying. Though. I hear what you're
Jay
saying.
Jay has it seemed like Jay has done this before, like on the Dynasty album. That where have you been talking about his dad not being in his life, and now Jay is like a father now with Blue Ivy, and he and his other kids now, but this is before the other kids, and he's reflecting on his fatherhood and saying, sins of the father make your life 10 times harder. I just want to take you to a barber. You know what I'm saying? And I love Kanye's verse. I just felt like a lot of the stuff he was saying in the first verse was foretold. Now when you look back at it, when you see him rocking the magma hat and shit, and supporting Trump, and then coming out and saying, white lives matter and shit like that. Like people are gonna remember shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was like it's almost like it was a foretelling of what's to come, many years later with his
Right.
verse, and I love the beat. I love like to have like RZA again produce on a Kanye project, and finally we get to hear Jay over a Kanye a RZA beat. That was dope, man. Like I love the beat and the pianos on it, the horns. It was definitely this should have been a single. Like they needed a video for this. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, when, you expect for them to drop something like Niggas in Paris, or you know or um or Otis, but it's like this was like a more serious type of song that they showed that they can, and I think it would have definitely been dope to have a video with it.
Though I agree. Next track. That's my bitch. Oh my fucking god. again, another dope underrated track on this one and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? This one was also co-produced by with Q-Tip
Oh wow.
and shit too. You can definitely tell, especially with the drums
That's right.
and shit too.
That's right.
Yeah, and also too with this, one thing about this album, I love the samples of James Brown. Not just
Yeah.
James Brown, but the vintage soul in this sample and
Right.
stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I love the sample choices and shit. But that's my bitch. Interesting story about this track though. What from what I looked up, he was taking shots at Royce the 5'9" and a couple of
Jay,
other people like Amber. Yeah, Kanye took shots at Royce, Amber Rose,
why
Wiz.
Royce? What Royce do to him?
Um, pretty much and it was pretty much over the song that the song that Kanye produced for him in 2003 and stuff. I was just looking some shit up and stuff like that too,
Wow.
and they said he was
I didn't
taking
know.
shots at Royce. Let me look at
Wow.
this. Let me look at this verse and
That
shit.
that's definitely somebody you don't want to battle.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I love this fucking track. This is probably the most soulful track on this whole album, next to Otis and stuff like that. It just definitely got you a fucking hype and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
yeah, man. Very, very, very
I
dope.
love the drum. It has an early Tribe and Jungle Brothers sound to it, so that makes sense. That
Yes.
Tip is producing on it. I'm like, yeah, the drums definitely sound like Tribe. You got Charlie Wilson singing on the background of it. It was dope. I like Jay's verse. He said, "Put some colored girls in the MoMA. Half these broads ain't got nothing on Walona. Don't make me bring Thelma in it. I bring Holly, bring Penelope and Selma in it. Back to my Beyonce's. You deserve 3 stacks worth to Andre." Loved his verse on that.
Yeah, man. That
Royce
was
is more than
fucking
okay.
fire.
Mikey Facts is not that good. I know people love him, but he ain't fucking with Royce.
Yeah. Welcome to the jungle. This was eh. Let's talk about this track. So first of
Swiss Beats.
all, yeah, Swiss Beats, yeah. So pretty much, yeah, this track was just pretty much just talking about overcoming struggles and stuff like that. But I just don't like that fucking beat again from Swiss. But again, this was around his downhill. His downhill. It's like on to the next one. That was one of his best beats, but then he just had this fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I didn't care for this track.
I actually like the beat. This is like I think Swiss probably had to like go to the vault and pull out one of these Rough Rider tracks because he fell the fuck off production wise a long time ago. But this is like one of those vintage Swiss joints, and you just got Ye and Jigga just trading bars. And I loved it. Jay to me had the best verses. He said, "My nephew gone, my heart is torn. Sometimes I look to the sky, ask why I was born. My faith in God, every day is hard. Every night is worse. That's why I pray so hard. My dreams is big, reality set in. Let off a clip from an automatic weapon. Threw shots in the door, it died in Vegas. Though it fought so hard, I knew it wouldn't make it. I'm tortured soul. I live in the skies. Rest in peace to the leader of the Jackson 5." So I love the fact that he gave a shout out to Michael Jackson on that, and Kanye was dope on it, but this for me was like all Jay on this track, and he was just spitting.
Yeah. Jay was just going off on this one. That's one thing I'll give this track. Um, Next track, Who Gonna Stop Me? This one right here was okay. It pretty much had more of like a dubstep kind of feel, and this was around the time when dubstep was popular for like a year and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? I can't stop.
They
Like,
played that a lot too.
yeah, they were trying to go for that dubstep crowd and stuff like that. Which,
Yeah,
as a song, I liked it, but I'm just like, I don't want to hear y'all over some dubstep shit.
I think this was more for Kanye than Jay.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like this is more Kanye's speed than Jay, and they played that a lot. I remember hearing like movies playing this and trailers and NBA commercials and shit. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, but this is to me was more made for Kanye.
I agree. Next track, Murder to Excellence. Another dope track right here. It's not credited, but Kid Cudi also does some backup vocals here too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have said this is like their favorite track off this album, or like
This
a
is good.
climactic high point and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Again, they're trying to talk more about like the black experience and overcoming stereotypes and stuff like that, so they can get to where they are. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this joint right here was pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? I definitely felt like Jay, of course, went off on this one right here. So yeah, must listen to.
Again, like it had like a serious message. They talking some political messages on here, and I love the beat switch. And Ye saying there's a war going on outside we ain't safe from. I feel the pain in my city wherever I go. 314 soldiers died in Iraq. 509 died in Chicago. Loved his verse. And he was on the chorus. The paper read murder, black on black murder. I liked it. I thought it was definitely again, like they showed that they can touch on serious topics on here besides just the club anthems or whatever. And I enjoyed it.
Right. Yeah, man. Next track, Made in America featuring Frank Ocean. Honestly, not as good as No Church in the Wild and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? But it's still not a bad track and stuff too. Originally, this song was supposed to be called Sweet Baby Jesus and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's just talking about like the personal, just so you know, coming up over adversity and stuff like that too. So not a bad track, but it kind of content wise pretty similar to the previous song.
Yeah, I like Ye's verse, and he said, "Niggas hustle every day for a beat from Ye. What I do, turn around, give them beats to Jay, and I'm rapping on them beats they were supposed to buy. I guess I'm getting high on my own supply." Loved his verse. Frank Ocean did his thing. It was more like an acapella track. There's not really like a beat to it, but it was like real melodic and you know um sentimental at the same time, and I thought it was dope.
Definitely. The last track on the original album, Why I Love You, in my opinion, my favorite track off this album. You know what I'm saying? This is pretty much just like a track, but Conway sneaks in and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Um, this song pretty much was just talking about. It's just talking about how one deals with betrayal and stuff like that, and it just has a thing about how one admires somebody, but at the same time they know that that person is doing them wrong. It's a pretty interesting. Like you can take it in a couple of ways and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, that beat, that ooh, I love you so, but why I love you, I never know. And crazy thing. A lot of people have said over the years that this song was pretty much about Beanie Siegel and
Oh
stuff
wow.
like that. So it could be either about Beanie or even Dame Dash. I've heard people say that over the years too. You know what I'm saying? I love the line where he says, "Show love to you niggas. You ripped out my heart and you stepped on it. I picked up the pieces for you, swept on it. Goddamn, this shit leaves a mess, don't it? Shit is feeling like death, don't it? Charge it to the game. Whatever's left on it, I spent about a minute, maybe less on it. Like that's from some very tough lines right there. You know what I'm saying?
That sound like
And
it's
yeah,
it's
even
aimed
though
towards Dame.
you said what?
That sound like it's more for about Dame than Beans.
I'm not. I won't be surprised because
I don't think he had any bad blood with Beans. He tried to groom Beans into a businessman, and Beans was all about
yeah,
the street.
yeah.
You know.
But that's a different story for a different day and shit like that. Because I even to this day I hate when fans be like, "Oh, you didn't look out for beans and some shit like that." But
He did look out for him. He just Beans
hell,
wasn't in his minded. You
hell,
know.
another irony, right? Another irony will be like, you look at this song in hindsight, what's going on with Jay and Kanye when they had
Right.
their little spat and stuff like that too.
Right.
Mind you, we still haven't gotten Watch the Throne too, but I'll
Right.
leave my mouth shut on that.
You know what I'm
But yeah,
saying?
that's what I gotta say.
It's like yo, like if you look at shit now, it's like look at Beans. He can't even rap no more. He lost his voice. You know what I'm saying? And Jay back then was trying to groom him into a businessman where you can have your own label and put out your own artists and be a businessman like me. And Beans is all about that street life. You know what I'm saying? Like he was definitely there for Beans. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I think he tried to do that for a lot of artists on his label and you know they didn't listen. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I don't think he had bad blood with Beans. I think that the shit with Dame was definitely personal and you know Dame was talking shit about Beyonce and yeah, of course he's gonna have if that's his wife, he talking shit about his wife and on radio
Yeah.
stations, he gonna have some type of blood for you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? He doesn't his voice sounds like shit. He hasn't made an album in forever, bro. I know what I'm talking about. I worked for Rockefeller. He can't rap no more. Have you heard him on the Conway album? He sounds like shit.
Yeah, man, it's crazy too because I look at what's happening with Puffy and Mace now and shit like that. With Puffy saying that he's trying to do this thing where he has an intervention with all his artists to see if he really stole from them and shit like that too. So that's that's
He
another story
sounds
right there.
menacing. He sounds menacing with no voice. You think that sounds menacing? He sounds like fucking Young Jeezy. I didn't think Young Jeezy sounded menacing. I don't know what you're
Shit.
hearing. I know what I'm fucking hearing and what's actually reality. He ain't dropping no fucking album. You know what I'm saying? If you heard Conway's album, God Don't Make Mistakes, he was on that. He didn't sound good on that. But the fact that it's Beans, people gonna check it out anyway.
Yeah,
These
man.
kids, boy, like they don't get it.
Anyway, all right, next track, illest motherfucker alive. Now I feel like the last four tracks were like the EP, the original EP for Watch the Throne. But I personally feel when people heard Ham, they didn't really they didn't really like it because it had like a mixed reception, so they wanted to prove people wrong and do the whole fucking album and stuff like that too. So you can tell sound wise it's a bit different. This song kind of pissed me off, honestly, illest motherfucker alive, because
Yeah,
the first 3 minutes was just silence. So I thought my shit was just fucking up and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck they were trying to do and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I think they did that. After the song lift off, they want to do like a 3 minute period because 3 minute period and stuff like that. After the whole space shuttle entered back in the Earth's atmosphere. It's kind of corny, but uh, this track comes back and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Not my favorite out of these last four, but it's pretty decent.
I didn't care for this motherfucker. Didn't like it.
Huh? You say you don't care for this motherfucker?
Nah,
Shit, I don't blame you. All right, now Ham, hard as a motherfucker. Let me niggas know who I am. Now, my true thoughts on this song. I fucking like this song. It's a dope song. It's like a nice little promo song, but I didn't care for the beat. You know what I'm saying? And they said that this was like the first song that they did for the project and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And you can tell it was like a more of like an experimental version. You know what I'm saying? I kind of feel like they both did their thing on this show. They both approached the song very differently and shit too. So yeah, I mean, it was alright. You know what I'm saying? It was alright.
I like it, man. Like it was different. Had like a trap beat to it. You got like some ladies singing like some opera shit on the end of it, and it was also featured on 2K13 because Jay was the executive producer for that. I remember hearing
I
that a
remember
lot.
that one.
Yeah, when I was playing that game that year, I remember hearing that a lot on when it would come on the menu and shit. And I like Jay's flow in it. Like he always had like a dope fast flow. He didn't use it often, but when he's saying fuck y'all mad at me for y'all don't even know what I've been through. I played chicken with a Mack truck. Y'all motherfuckers would have been moved. I slammed waters with great whites. Y'all motherfuckers would have been shoot. I hustle with vultures late night. Y'all motherfuckers would have been fooled. Fuck wrong with these dudes. Try to walk around in these shoes. See the shit I saw growing up, and maybe you could take a peek at these fools. I loved his fast flow on that. That was like vintage Jay. He was always good at that. From hearing them on is that your bitch, or the original flavor joint. Definitely enjoyed it, man. This was dope for me. I definitely enjoyed this track, and I don't think they have a video for this.
Nah, they don't.
This is great.
Is there track number 15, Prime Time?
What difference does it make if I'm from New York or anywhere? I know what I'm talking about. So if you don't like Jay, that's your business. I think he was great on this album.
I'm from North Carolina, buddy. So
Try to give me smoke. You can't give me smoke, nigga.
shit.
Niggas is funny.
Um, Track number 15, Prime Time. Um, this one right here was actually a very dope banger from No ID. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I never hear this song gets mentioned a lot. Never hear this song gets mentioned a lot and shit. So yeah, man. I definitely felt again. Kanye. Kanye definitely was doing his thing on this one right here. But Jay was doing his thing too on this track too. You know what I'm saying too. I like the line first one. Kanye said, "Niggas gonna kill me. I swear they better be lying. I never live in fear. I'm too out my mind," and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Very, very, very dope shit. And I love the line when Jay also said, "Still wearing my 23s. They can't fuck with the boy. Far as them 16s, I'm 23 of it all. Prime time riding that six deuce, that 911. I only subtract the proof. I started in '88, got warm in '92. I landed in '96. That's the year I came through. Oh God,
Mm.
shit like that too. Like all y'all
Bars,
Jay fans, y'all should know about Jay's history. He didn't just
bars,
start with
real
Reasonable Doubt.
bars,
He
real
look at his
bars.
resume before and shit. He was rolling with Jazzo, Kane,
Hmm.
and whatnot. Come on, man.
Real lyricism right here. Yes, I love Jay's verse. Again, Jay killed it. More money, 40-old phenom. My 15 minutes of fame is stretched beyond. A 42 be better than 24s. I carry the 4-5 master 48 laws. Still wearing my 23s. They can't fuck with the ball. Far as them 16s, a 23 up in hall. Prime time. Riding that 6 deuce. Then 9/11. I only subtract the roof. Started in 88. Got warm in 92. I landed in 96. That's the year I came through. Come on now, man. This is the reason why this man is top 5 dead or alive. One of the best. Nobody's fucking with him.
Definitely, I agree. And the final track, "The Joy" featuring Curtis Mayfield. Now, this song was released as part of the Good Friday series and whatnot too. And I remember when this song came out too. You know what I'm saying? So it was pretty much a surprise that this was included on Watch the Throne. Probably my favorite out the last four tracks. It was co-produced by one of my favorite hip hop producers, Pete Rock. Soul Brother
Yes.
#1 and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? This nigga legitly said Hawaiian Sophie over Watch the Throne. That's funny, man. I
Really?
mean,
Yeah, he got to be a
okay,
young nigga.
all
No,
right, but yeah,
nobody from my age group would say shit like that.
yeah, man. Um, and according to Pete Rock, this beat was actually made in '97. The original beat
Wow.
before Kanye added his elements into it and
So
shit.
this was like done maybe for the Soul Survivor sessions.
Probably, yeah.
Wow.
Speaking of Pete Rock, why haven't we talked about I yet and the date and
I don't
data?
know. I'm
Why
waiting for
haven't we
you,
talked
man.
about
You
shit?
make the shows here.
Yeah.
You know.
I just asked myself, I just asked myself, just a fucking idea, that might be a
Wow.
double review in the making.
Yeah. Even the NY Finest album was fire.
Oh, bro, bro.
You know.
I
Yo.
swear, if Electro would not have
Yep.
fucked up the marketing of
Mhm.
those albums could have been hip. I mean, I don't care. They're underground hip hop classics, but
Yeah.
it would have had a bigger impact if they would have done their shit with that
Dante Ross. Too busy fucking up my name to get P Rock's album right.
one.
You know.
Oh, also, I forgot to mention Charlie Wilson also did some background vocals on this track too.
Right.
So yeah, man. Yeah, this track right here, very calm, a very smooth ass fucking song. Love it. Happy
I
birthday,
heard
Rachel.
the story when Pete Rock told a story about when he first heard it and he was like driving on the highway somewhere and he had to pull over and I think Young Guru had called him and Guru said like, "Yo, listen to this," and he played Jay's part. And he didn't know Jay was gonna be on it. He thought it was just for Kanye. And when
Yeah,
he heard
I
Guru
heard that.
played Jay, huh?
That's how I heard that story too.
Yeah, Guru played Jay's verse and he was like, "Oh shit!" He like lost his mind. I'm like, cause yeah, that's the only time we've heard Jay and Pete Rock. He's never had Pete Rock on none of his albums. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, that's dope. And Ye to me killed it. He said, gave her a handshake only for my man's sake. She in her birthday suit because of the damn cake. Now it's crumbs all over the damn place, and she want me to come all over her damn face. I never understood Planned Parenthood because I never met nobody planned to be a parent in the hood. And that's facts. Definitely,
Ooh,
Ye killed it. Jay killed it. Love the Curtis Mayfield sample. Charlie Wilson on in the singing on the background. It's yeah. Again, this is another joint that they should have a video for. Just to see Pete Rock in the video with them would have been crazy.
yeah, man. And that's all the time we have on this album. Overall, very, very, very dope album. People have said this album is a classic album. To me, it had a few misfires for me to call it a classic and stuff. A few too many misfires, but not too much for me to call it a bad album. If that makes sense and stuff too. Um, I definitely feel like we were definitely at the apex of Kanye's creativity around this period and shit like that too. Because mind you, the next couple of years he dropped that trash Jesus album, man. Y'all know how I
And
feel
I
about
like
that.
Yeezus. I thought Yeezus was dope.
Well, that's damn great for you, bro. I'm joking. I'm joking.
It
But
was
yeah,
just a different sound. Like it's not a rap album, and I just was liking a lot of like new was it new God slaves and Black Skinhead and Blood on the Leaves. I was just liking a lot of those songs when it came out.
Black Skinhead was dope. I'll give you
Yeah.
that.
No,
But
Jay
yeah,
wasn't
man.
on Yeezus. I don't know
But
what
Jay,
Jay had to do with Yeezus.
oh wow. Anyway, but yeah, I definitely feel like this might be some of their most personal albums to date too. You know what I'm saying? You had like a lot of shit Kanye was saying in hindsight pretty much happened or impacted his life in some way or in another and shit too. So, my favorite part, my rating on this album, I'm gonna give it a 4.2 mics. Fuck it. I'll give it 4.2.
I think it was solid. I think it was a solid album, solid production, the songs, not a lot of features. They had their features here and there, but they held it down mostly for the whole album with both of them. And I feel like the album was like some songs were more tailored for Ye, and then you had songs that was tailored for Jay,
Yeah, yep.
and it was like a good balance. And I think they both killed it lyrically. And I love joints like The Joy and New Day, Niggas in Paris, Otis, Ham. It's 4.5 for me. I definitely think it's like I said, I think it's one of Jay's better albums during that time. You know what I'm saying? And he gave us a collab album before with Kells and that didn't work out. And I think with this one he wanted to redeem himself and he gave us a banger.
Oh, yeah. I forgot how trash that shit was. Huh. Do I even still want to talk about that one? Because you like that one, right?
I like the first one. The unfinished
You like
business. It was just like left. I told you, even with that, the song that he did with Foxy. Foxy's on the track on unfinished business. That song was for the album with Birdman and R. Kelly that never came out.
Jesus Christ.
They did a collab album together, and I remember when Birdman was on Cribs. He played that song on Cribs, and they end up giving it to for the R. Kelly and Jay Z album. But they had an album together that was made, but it probably never will see the light of day.
Mm. Yeah, man. But anyway, um, that's I'm gonna have to end this review off at right here because I do gotta go see Aisha for the night.
All right.
Um, little trivia about tomorrow. I gotta actually stay to work till midnight tomorrow because a coworker's gonna come late. But I'm in high positive spirits because I may not be able to work late night Friday, and I'm still off on Saturday. So tomorrow's review is gonna probably start 12:45 a.m. the latest.
What's tomorrow?
And this one, you said what?
What's tomorrow? What we doing tomorrow?
Uh, we're gonna do Gangsta Pat Deadly Versus.
Oh yeah, Gangster Pat.
Yeah. Since it's Halloween, I wanted to do some horrorcore esque kind of albums. Some this month and stuff like that too. I'm gonna throw little horrorcore albums here and there and shit, you know. Yeah. I don't know if you ever heard of Gangsta Pat, you know. So I heard some of his shit
Never,
for
I
the
never
first
heard of
time.
him.
Yeah, he from Memphis and shit, you know. You
What?
know.
What's the album? Deadly Versus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. And then me and Mike last night we did a little mini review on the Jeffrey Dahmer series and stuff like that, which I will post that sometime soon. I'm still gonna post the CD recap, the first couple parts,
Oh,
sometime this weekend and stuff like that. What else?
I got an unboxing, another unboxing video tomorrow. I'm doing.
Got you.
Stay tuned for that.
Yes, yes. I gotta double check something. We were supposed to do something. Hold on, let me check the schedule right quick. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, okay. I didn't send you the new schedule yet. I'm gonna do that probably tonight. But yeah, next week might be a little bit experimental. Next week and shit. We got some. Want to do a little bit of different shit. You know, so I want to talk about a hip hop group I actually never done a review on,
Oh wow.
if I'm not mistaken, and stuff like that. But I'll keep that on the wraps for right now. Um, appreciate this, bro, as usual. You know, talking Jay Z, talking Kanye, and stuff too. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, hope you guys have a very good night, and I'll see y'all later.
All right.
Oh, that's what I forgot to mention. Saturday, we're gonna pre-record the first part of the 50 rappers and shit.
Oh, 50 rap list
Yeah,
ever. That's gonna be. I want to see all these motherfuckers in here talking this shit of who's a great lyricist and who ain't.
right.
You know.
Yes, yes. And it's gonna be from 50 to 26. So Saturday, whenever I get back from CD shopping, we can probably do it because like again, I gotta go see old girl that night. We're gonna watch Raising Canaan and shit. And,
Okay.
yeah.
Top
So
50 MCs all time.
yeah. When it comes to the other, I got more pitch shit. I'm gonna start promoting the Patreon video soon. It's the Patreon shit soon. Oh, by the way, Mike sent another donation and he wants to talk about a jazz artist and
Oh
stuff
shit.
too.
Shout out to Mike. See, Mike is a real one. Mike and Eric, the only ones that's donating to the channel. Everybody else been here for how long? Sam and Ronnie been here. They ain't donate shit yet. But Sam the first motherfucker open his mouth and be like, "Oh, can you review Bronx Tale? Can you review Goodfellas?" And you ain't donating shit to us. What's up with that?
Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention. Friday. Probably Friday. No, not did I say Friday? No, Saturday. Saturday morning, I'm gonna do a DJ mix. This is gonna be the diss songs mix and stuff like that. It's gonna be all
Oh
diss
shit!
tracks and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Wow,
From Takeover to Ether to Hit 'Em Up, and a few surprises here and there and shit like that too. You
wow,
know, so
that's
if
dope.
y'all want to request too, I'm gonna put my Cash App and my Venmo too and stuff too. So
Let them pay for that shit. They don't give
yeah,
that shit for free.
yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
that.
If y'all want request, y'all gotta pay if y'all want request and shit.
Fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. Niggas is trying to make a career out of this. We ain't doing this shit for free no more.
Yeah, man. I do my fucking hustle and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm
Right.
fucking hustling this bitch. You know. Oh, Sunday. See, I keep forgetting shit. You know, that's how I do. Sunday, Thundercats review.
Yes.
Sunday's a Thundercats review and stuff like that too. You know,
One of the best 80s cartoons ever.
that I'll agree with and shit.
Best toy lines ever.
Yeah. Next 2 weeks. We're gonna talk about one of the best '90s cartoons ever, Rocco's Modern Life,
Oh God.
and also the next 2 weeks is gonna be the Nas week too.
I
So
plan on getting drunk with those.
I'm
I
just
really think
gonna
I'm gonna like sip some Henny when you talk about those.
I'm just gonna let y'all know right now. Those reviews might be some of the most heated reviews we'll ever do on this channel.
Not for me because I don't care for them. So I ain't debating with nobody about those trashy Nas albums. I'm like, yeah, y'all think it's good? That's cool. I don't.
Shit. Those reviews, we're not gonna agree on nothing on those reviews. Well, except for how trash hip hop is dead and I see it is.
Start doing it, Mike. Don't let these lazy bastards give you demands like,
Hell
oh,
yeah, Mike.
I want a review. Fuck all that. Make them pay for that shit because without us on here, they wouldn't know where to go. Who they gonna run to? Needle drop? You know what I'm saying? Make them start paying for that shit.
Yeah, man. I like we a fucking dynasty. Hell, Eric is doing that shit
I
too.
don't
Shit.
take no damn demands. I'm dropping shit when I'm ready to drop shit. Ain't nobody demanding me nothing. Don't demand
Right.
me nothing. I'm gonna review shit when I'm ready to.
I feel you on that. But yeah, that's all I really want to announce to y'all right now
You,
because I
you
just
ain't
be
got enough money for a donation, but you got money to go to Cancun. You full of shit. I
right,
don't believe
right. This
nothing.
nigga going on vacations and shit. What you
I
mean?
don't believe nothing he said. He ain't going
Fuck out
on
of
to Cancun.
here.
You going right around the block. You going right around the corner.
Fuck out of here.
You ain't going to no damn Cancun.
This nigga is crazy. This nigga's I don't have enough money for
I ain't got
donations.
money for that. As soon as you talk donations, they ain't got money for that. But they
Nigga,
be fucking asking
I'm
niggas
going
to
to
review
fucking
this shit.
Augusta. I'm going to Augusta and shit like that. I'm going to fucking Augusta and shit like that. You over here going to fucking Cancun and shit.
He ain't going to no damn Cancun. Cancun
Text,
famous down the block and
show
around the
some fucking
corner.
pictures when you come back, nigga.
That's bullshit. He ain't got it. You
Show
could
some
barely
fucking
afford fucking lights in your house. You got money for Cancun?
Cancun ass.
Where?
Y'all
Where?
some fucking niggas, yo. Y'all some. Anyway, also one more thing. This is the real last thing. I just recorded my beef episode. So I decided to not just do YTC Carson just left the living single. I decided to change it up a bit. I'm gonna do the sacrifice of the blackness of living single for friends, if that makes sense, you know.
The sacrifice of what?
Actually, I'm gonna read the real title and shit
The
like that.
sacrifice of living single, and it had to do with friends.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
because you'll see. I don't want to reveal too much, but you'll see. I said the living singles black niggas get sacrificed. That's what I do.
oh wow.
Yeah, we
You the
going there.
only one that I heard say that you thought Friends was a ripoff of Living Single?
I'm not the only one. Everyone's
I
saying
never heard
that.
nobody say that. I never heard nobody say that.
Well, you ain't never met a real nigga like me
What
because
what
I
that
started.
what that's true. See, I didn't watch Friends, so like I'm like whatever that was going on that show, I didn't care because I wasn't watching it.
I'm telling you, this beef episode, man. This might be next to live the living color episode. This might be one of my best
Well,
ones and shit.
well, let me ask you this: who's Khadijah on Friends?
There was no Khadijah on Friends. You know why? Because none of the motherfuckers were established like that. They didn't have a career. They had all dead end jobs and shit.
Your mother got a nugget head, nigga. You don't know me. Who is this troll ass dude?
Yo, get this motherfucker off, yo.
Block his
Shit.
ass. XDM
Yeah.
reacts. Now Tribo's reacting, nigga.
Shit. Fuck this nigga, yo. I'm sick and tired of hearing this nigga's mouth, honestly.
And he sounds stupid. Like, was Jay-Z on the album? So because I think Jay-Z's top 5 and you don't, what does that have to do with anything?
Like honestly, this
When y'all
nigga.
come on here, if y'all don't got no respect for me and Reg Thompson, y'all gonna get roasted on here. I'm telling
I
you.
don't know what is it when
Don't
I
do it
talk.
to yourself because everybody's watching this shit. Remember, the internet is all over. You want to get roasted on here by us? Go right ahead and say some stupid shit.
Exactly. Shit. XD and reacts and shit. Niggas talking about I forgot my note. I forgot my notes, but it's the trash. How the fuck you forgot? You know you did this
Probably
shit a
didn't even
week.
hear the damn album.
Yeah, fuck out my face. Nigga.
What his favorite rapper is who? Lil Yachty?
Shit. Yeah, man. Niggas, that's all I gotta say. But anyway,
My lord.
I'm gonna see y'all later. Shit like that. Appreciate this class as usual. Y'all have a good night. Peace.
Peace.